The Little Sisters of the Poor are an order of religious nuns who take care of the elderly poor. Their entire resources go to accomplishing that mission and to compensating the people who work with them to do that. Regulations that the Department of Health and Human Services issued require them to provide contraceptives to their female employees and female dependents of their employees. The Little Sisters object to this requirement, saying that it violates their religious faith. When HHS first issued the regulations, there were no religious exceptions provided. The contraceptive mandate was simply imposed. Religious organizations, churches and churches' auxiliaries objected, saying that there should be exemptions for religious organizations. So HHS reproposed the regulations, providing some exemptions. The Little Sisters of the Poor, they objected. HHS tried to accommodate their religious objections by providing an opt-out. While the 10th Circuit found that what the government was requiring of the Little Sisters did not substantially burden their religious exercise, the 8th Circuit reached the opposite conclusion in two very similar cases. It reminded the courts that the Hobby Lobby case tells courts that they are not in a position to determine for an objector whether their free exercise rights are being compromised. What Congress could do is just repeal that one provision that requires, quote, women's preventive services to be covered by everyone. It could also amend the law by adding an exemption for religious entities, or it could amend the law by relying on the Title VII definition of religious employer rather than the definition used in the Internal Revenue Code, which is what HHS did. The government argues that the way in which the Department of Health and Human Services has tried to accommodate the objection of the Little Sisters actually accomplishes that point. It argues that the Little Sisters' free exercise is not substantially burdened, and the Little Sisters ought to just do what HHS requires of them in order to opt out from the contraceptive mandate. The argument is made that the government has a compelling interest in providing contraceptives because unintended pregnancies burden women who would like to be participating more fully in the workforce.